So I've got a 2006 Jeep Rubicon. It's got the 6-speed transmission, so it's the NSG370, and it does have a lot of miles on it. It's got about 240,000 kilometers on it. The synchros are kind of, not so good anymore. So I've been playing around with different types of transmission fluids to see what might actually, give it the most life remaining sort of thing. And I am a fan of 90s Hondas, and in the old Honda transmissions, typically it's like a third gear synchro is the first thing to go. So one of the things I used to do is run GM Synchro Mesh in my older 80s and 90s Hondas. And so I was kind of looking for the same thing that might help the Jeep out. Now I couldn't really find any actual GM Synchro Mesh that easily anymore, but I tried the first thing here, the Pennzoil Synchro Mesh, which I think is about the same thing. I didn't really notice that big of a difference compared to what was already in the Jeep when I bought it. Unfortunately, I have no idea what kind of fluid is in it, but not a big difference that I felt. Next up, I tried the Redline MTL. That did make it feel a little bit better. And unfortunately, the problem that I found was that in the colder temperatures, and this is Canada, so it gets really cold here, it would start to feel notchy when the temperature got kind of like around the freezing mark. So while it was still a decent fluid, I decided to move on to the Royal Purple Synchromax. I put that in the Jeep a few thousand kilometers ago, and I did actually notice a difference in the feeling of shifting compared to the Redline fluid. And it has been fairly cold here on some nights when I went out to test the transmission feel, and it seems like it's not quite as notchy with the Synchromax compared to the Redline fluid in the cold. So I don't know. I think if you've got a lot of miles in your transmission and you don't really want to tear it apart and rebuild it, and you want to get as much life as possible out of it, give the Royal Purple Synchromax a shot, because that seems to have been the best fluid for my Jeep so far.